plaintiff, Chelsea Struve, has been best friends with the defendant since middle school, and she is desperate to get her some help. Chelsea claims the defendant has spiraled out of control since she started dating her witness, and she is now addicted to crystal meth. Chelsea's suing her for the value of a car. Defendant Christina Stevens denies that she's a drug addict and says she has proof that Chelsea is the one who reached out to her looking for drugs. Christina's countersuing for breach of contract.
Start with you.
All right. I've known Christina Stevens for as long as I can remember. We've been best friends since middle school. I've tried to do everything I can to help her. You know, her dad was very abusive, so my mom nurtured her a lot. In 2015, she got into an accident, and she totaled out a car and broke her leg, so she has a rod in her leg.
She totaled the car?
Mm-hmm. And she got addicted to pain pills and started using harder drugs like methamphetamines, and she, you know, dabbled in it. But when she got with Vicky, she just kind of spiraled down. She's robbed her sister. She's robbed her job. She's, you know, she's in denial.
How recent were these things?
That was recently, in 2018.
18?
Yes, sir. And, you know, she's in denial. She says everybody else is using but her. I really want her to get the help that she needs. I've tried helping her as much as I could, and I can't do it anymore. But, so I really want her to get the help.
Yeah, you can't help a person until they're ready, though.
Yeah,
and if
she's
still
in denial,
then she's not ready.
Even looking at her now, she's lost a lot more weight than I've seen her a month ago.
Okay.
What's funny, though, is that these drugs that I'm on, if I was an addict and everything like that, she got the car for me in December of 2018. Mm-hmm. So knowing this history, why would you feel safe making a contract with somebody?
That was one of my questions when I saw she had totaled a car 3 years ago. Why would you get her a car if she totaled one right before that?
Yes, Your Honor. Because I knew she needed it that night that she totaled that car.
The other car. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a friend gave her the keys when she was drunk, and she totaled it.
When she was drunk?
Yes. But
so, okay, you totaled one car while you was drunk. Let me give you my car. Yeah. Hopefully it'll work out. As a matter of fact, let me give it to you. Not only are you're not drinking anymore, are you? Oh, no, just crystal meth.
No,
okay. No, here, it's just crystal meth. You can take the keys this time.
No, Your Honor, she actually kept telling me she was sober. And I believe she was. She even said she was on methadone for the pills. So I did believe it. And I wanted to help her. I knew she needed the help. And this is the things I get.
This is the things you get.
She destroyed the car, and I guess from what I believe, she sold it to her dope dealer who destroyed the car. And she
when did you loan her?
No,
your car?
I signed for the car for her.
Okay. When?
The plan in December. The plan was
of
her
18?
Car. Yes.
But I'm like her. You said you had come to believe she was on crystal meth. So why would you do that?
Because I was trying to help her out. I was trying to be a good
Well, if you
friend.
were going to help her out, you should have just gave her cash so she can go get her a sack of crystal meth.
You know what? I actually did that, too.
Instead of giving her your car. She didn't want that type of help. Come on, help me out. Tell her what kind of help you wanted.
Okay.
You wanted to...
For one.
You gave her the wrong thing.
I did. It was to get back and forth to work.
Give her the right thing, we wouldn't be here.
It was to give her, you know, a ride back and forth
Judge,
to work.
I have proof, for one, that she's the one that's actually asking me for drugs. I actually have
what's she asking
right
for?
here, asking me if I could get her energy, which is crystal meth in the state of Florida.
How'd you do that?
Because I was trying to help her out.
Well, if you were going to help her out, you should have just gave her cash so she can go get her a sack of crystal
You know what?
meth.
I actually did that, too.
Instead of giving her your car. She didn't want that type of help. Come on, help me out. Tell her what kind of help you wanted.
Okay.
You wanted to...
For one.
You gave her the wrong
ridiculous.
thing.
Defendant Christina Stevens is being sued by her former friend, who claims after Christina started dating her witness, she became severely addicted to crystal meth.
Hey, chick, I have a question for you. Is there any way, instead of the $20 you owe me, if you could just get me 20 and some energy?
Yes.
So it's weird that I'm the one on drugs.
You are.
But yet...
Never mind, I'll get it
me.
from somewhere else. You weren't acting quick enough.
I
Just
know.
whenever you can pay me
Because
back.
I'm so full of drugs and I didn't have them there for her, but yet I'm the drug addict.
And this is
funny.
last month, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason I did say that because I loaned her $120, and one time she offered to give it to me. Now that was mainly for someone who wanted it. And I mean, I know, but
Good Samaritan.
Yeah, you are a good Samaritan. You're right. You co-sign for people hooked on crystal meth. Then you buy crystal meth for your other friends.
I didn't buy it.
You
Your
said
Honor.
you attempted to.
No,
Okay.
because she tried to pay off her debt to me before.
That is nothing
From
to do
that.
with this
Right,
issue.
and then you said you were getting it for someone else.
I was.
Right,
I
then
knew
you
was
were
too
buying it for
heavy.
someone else.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
That's
I
what we're
didn't
trying
have
to
the $20 to
establish.
give to her because my dad died 2 days prior to this, and I was trying to pay for his cremation. So she was hounding me for $20, literally between 2 to 4 days after my dad died. Now, given this is my best friend, like she said, since I was in middle school, why would she be concerned with $20 if my dad just died, knowing that's the only form of parent that I've had my whole life?
Because she wanted to get that $20 out your hand,
No.
so you wouldn't no longer be able to use that $20 on crystal meth. Instead, she'd take that crystal meth and give it to a different friend.
Evidently.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get your crystal meth.
Well-
The friend never got it.
No, I mean, I don't
didn't
talk
give
to
it
that
to
person.
him?
It was one of my customers from where I worked, okay?
You sell?
But it wasn't a friend.
You sell too, huh?
I'm the one that's robbing
No,
my
no, a customer for my job. No, I don't sell, no.
Oh.
No, it was a customer for my job that used to come in through my old
Okay, well,
job.
straighten that out because that
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
sound
sorry.
right. Just having fun with you, man. We're going to get to your money. That's what
Okay.
we want to know about, however you give it to her, right?
Yes, Your
$5,000 for crystal meth would do today.
The thing
Just
about
want
it, though-
$5,000 because she got the customers. You just heard her say.
But, Your Honor,
Tell me what happened with your car,
Okay.
ma'am. All jokes aside, you've lost your
Okay,
car,
can I-
and I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
okay, can I just go back to that subject for
Sure.
a minute? Okay, like I said, the only reason I said that is because she owed me money and she tried to give me $30 worth of dope and a nice new tube. I don't smoke dope. Now, I haven't, I have
evidence
dabbled
of
in
this?
it, but
Do you have any
I didn't
evidence
have
at all
it in
of
my
this?
life. I let her come stay with me, and then she tried to pay some of her rent with the dope. Now, I smoke
Why do
weed.
you
That's
people
what I
do
do.
that? Just leave it alone,
I
man.
smoke weed.
I would rip that apart, but I'm going to leave it alone.
You can drug test me right now. The only thing I would sell for is
do it
marijuana.
now and then. But on this occasion, it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
dibble and dabble, but I wasn't dibbling and dabbling that
anytime I
time,
did
Judge.
with her.
Come on, ma'am. Let's
Anytime with
talk
her.
about your car,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, so
Before I convince people for real that you are a crystal meth head.
I'm not,
Because
I
I
promise.
can based on the things you
I
just told me.
swear on the Bible that I am not.
Oh, Lord, now I'm about to
But-
run out of here.
Okay, no, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
All right.
Tell me what happened to your car, ma'am.
Okay, I asked for her on March 10th if I could have my car back because she was being reckless. She got a DUI in February. I have that right here. They were both caught with, drugs and influence. She
But
was
yet I
actually
don't have
caught
that
with
charge.
methamphetamines.
In the
and
car?
that, yes.
No, not in
actually,
her
it
car.
was in
It was in
the
my
rental of the car that, because the car that I had got, the transmission went out. So that was in the shop. They gave her a rental. She wrecked the rental, got a DUI, and I
It
do
was
have
in
that.
your name, the rental?
No, she told them that it was in her name. So the rental was actually put in her name.
Okay.
But
so what is this evidence?
This
How does
is
this
her,
relate?
It
her
don't.
charges and where her,
Which is-
since I'm the meth head, her girlfriend has the meth charge on her.
All y'all getting high off meth. Who y'all
No, I
kidding?
promise, Your Honor.
Your
I have
Honor,
not.
I
Pardon me?
actually don't
I
have a
promise,
meth
Your Honor, I
charge.
have
You just
not.
said you
I
dibble
have
and
not-
dabble. Let's
I
move
have
on,
not- I was
ma'am.
about to-
Let's-
You didn't let me finish.
I did. When you say dibble
I
and
have
dabble,
not
that's what
in-
that means. Sometimes I dibble and dabble in crystal
time
meth.
was with
That
her.
means I take crystal meth, dibble and dabbling.
The last time was with her.
I don't care when the
Okay.
last time was. How you
okay.
going ahead admitting that you were using it with her?
Okay.
Thank you.
I
I'm
never
not-
used crystal meth. Well, the last time I used it, it
Oh,
was
I
with
didn't-
her.
So I asked her if I could get the car back, and she told me to go myself and have a good night. I'll let you know when you get your car. Also, your license is close to being suspended because she hasn't paid the insurance in a month. Everything that happens in that car goes back on me because the car was fully in my name.
Defendant Christina Stevens is being sued by her former friend, who claims after Christina started dating her witness, she became severely addicted to crystal meth.
What do you say to this, ma'am?
Okay, for one, we talked after the DUI. We hung out after the DUI. She was more than aware of what happened that night. She was okay with it. The car was never discussed about being taken back. If you had a problem with, considering my dad was dying, he's my only former parent, yeah, I kind of went crazy. My dad got diagnosed with liver disease and was given 3 months to live. Me taking that all in, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I partied a little bit, you know what I mean? But we discussed the DUI after this.
Now you're putting your habit on your dead father. Go ahead.
Well, no,
man.
I'm not putting my habit on my dead father.
That's what you just did. Go ahead.
But regardless, we discussed, what happened on the DUI
Go
after.
ahead. Right?
Nothing's safe. Nothing's safe.
Ain't nothing sacred. Nothing is sacred. Go ahead, man. What else?
We discussed everything after the DUI. She had no problem. She didn't want to take the car. She was okay. She asked what happened. I told her everything was fine. She didn't want to take the car until she wanted that energy, and I could not get it for her. Then she wanted the car back.
Bye.
That energy had nothing to do with our contract for the car.
Okay, where's the car
was paid
now?
For. I have no clue. She blocked me on
she
Facebook.
took it back?
Yeah, I left it in the parking lot of where I was
take
staying.
it back.
What
I
happened?
had to report it stolen because she told me that she left it at a motel in a bad part of the neighborhood with the key outside. I asked her for several days, when can she clean out the car so I can take it back? She told me I'll get my car all right, and I have those messages here.
Why did you report it stolen?
Because I went to this motel and it was not there.
Where did you find the car?
It was on Old Tampa Highways where I had to go pick it up from the police. They were there. The car was completely damaged.
She left it sitting in a parking lot for 4 days in a hotel in the middle of the
Quiet.
ghetto.
You left it sitting there.
Exactly.
No, I lived there.
Where I lived, Your Honor, because she stayed.
I had
with
a
me.
DUI. How
She
you
knew where
expect me to
both
drive
of
it
my
to you?
jobs were. So she drove the car to Jensen Beach the night before.
How does she owe you $5,000, man?
Because the car is worth $6,000 or $6,500.
You have the car back, though. You said.
Yeah.
But they're taking it.
Because she can't make the payments,
I can't.
but all my
I
payments
have
was
my
made
own
on time.
vehicle. I have a Jeep that I pay for. I have 2 other vehicles. I have 1 license.
I put the down payment.
I only got the car,
What
Your
did you all
Honor,
discuss?
because she asked for this
Yeah,
car.
and what did you all discuss regarding responsibility?
I have
She was
a
responsible for the payments.
I have a
and the
message right
insurance,
here saying
How
that
about
car
the
is for
maintenance
you.
and the accident?
Everything. She was supposed to be
Okay,
responsible
what
for
do
that.
you have?
I have a message right here saying that car is for you, and once it is paid off, the title is being signed to a Christina Stevens and nobody
How
else.
far were you from paying it off?
I've
She's got
only
it in
made 2
December.
payments, and she
Okay.
already took the car
All
from
right.
me.
Because you breached the agreement, ma'am.
It was my car. It was
Wasn't
my car.
your car until it's paid off. Read it again. Remember what
Yes,
you just read?
but I
Read
made
it
all the
again. Read it
payment.
again, unless you had a day. Read it again.
I made
You
all
don't
the
seem like you
payment.
understand what you just read. It's yours when you pay it off. Let me go ahead. You must be high, because your mind is not working. You be quiet. I don't want to hear from you either. All right. Go ahead. All right, ma'am. Let me have the repairs and the cost that you have been left with. All right, your counterclaim 1232. How does she owe you?
Because I'm the one that's been paying for the car. I put the down payment on the car. I've made every car payment.
And you abandoned the car and you breached the agreement.
I left
you
it
do
in the
not get a
parking lot.
dime when you breach an agreement. Your claim is dismissed. Hers is granted. Have a good day.
I really hope that you get your help that you need, and
Girl,
I don't
shut
care
up.
how
you are
much
a meth head, just as bad as anyone else.
you have brought her
You have
worse.
been the biggest tube dispenser to anybody
Oh
talking
wow!
about you're
To
not
sit here
a
and lie on
meth head.
TV like that? To sit
Lie
here
on
and lie?
TV.
I smoke weed.
Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and they have 3 children. Shannon claims the defendant physically assaulted her on a daily basis, and she now has to wear hearing aids because he busted her eardrums. Shannon suing her ex for breach of contract and emotional distress. Defendant Gary Fern says he was a gang-banging drug addict when he met Shannon, and he was in prison for a majority of their marriage. Gary insists he's turned his life around, and he's countersuing Shannon for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Yes, sir. My name is Shannon Pompey, and I'm suing my ex-husband. I've been knowing him since I was 15 years old. Only thing ever came out of years of knowing him was the 3 kids. My 3 kids.
How long did you all date?
Well,
Before getting married.
before getting married, 3 years.
Okay.
And we got
How long
married
did you stay married?
for 10 years.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
What went wrong during those times?
The physical, mental abuse.
Physical, how often was he? The mental was bad too, but hitting a woman with your fist is much bigger. How often? Every month? Every 6 months? Every year?
Pretty much every day. To the point where he was hitting me in my face, to the point that I had to wear hearing aids. He bust my eardrums. To the point, since we left Chicago, he used my brother's death to start back using heroin, the drugs.
How long was he on heroin during the marriage?
Every day. Every day, Your Honor. He couldn't deal that he used my brother's death for using Starbucks.
But you said he had so he did quit. Did he quit before or after the marriage?
No, he came home from prison.
Okay.
And said that he couldn't deal.
How long had he been in prison?
For, at that time, I think it was 3 years, sir.
All right. Associated with drug use.
Yes.
Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and she claims he physically abused her every day of their marriage.
You heard what she said. You were addicted to heroin, and you were physically abusing her every day. Let me hear from you.
All right. So, like she said, I met Shannon in '92. She had a 4-month-old daughter when we met. I was in the streets. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not sitting and lie. I was in the streets. I was a gangbanger. Yes, I did drugs. My going to prison, I just had came home from the prison when we met. And then I went right back to the prison. So majority of our marriage, I was in prison. The majority. So I hung out in the streets. I got locked up in '92, come home, went back in '94, come home in '97. Nobody's death was an excuse for me getting high when I got high. It was my own pain from when growing up as a child. I'm a statistic, basically. I got high because I chose to, not because somebody else, something happened, so I blamed it on someone else. It was my choice. So, far as me being physical, yes, we have had some altercations. Yes, I have put my hands on. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Every day, no. Half of the time we was together, our relationship was great, unless other people intervened. If we had my mom, my sister, her mom, someone else in the middle of our relationship.
Were you on heroin during these times, sir?
Huh?
Were you on heroin during these times that were in question?
Yes, most of the time.
All right, sir. So let's stop right there. You know and I know what heroin addicts do. Their whole life, their whole mind, that's only thing they think about is getting some more heroin and how they're going to do it. Steal, rob, beat, whatever. Come on, man. You need to be saying what probably really was the deal. You're probably trying to take money out the home. She act like she doesn't have it because she knows he has to protect the money from you to take care of the household. Otherwise, the household is going to be starving and impoverished while you taking the money out here getting high every day. And so, yeah, that's what the arguments were about. You don't have to tell me. That's what the arguments were about. The overwhelming amount of the time. You come and just let me get $20. I just need a cigarette. Or she know you about to go and get you a hit. So she said, no, I ain't giving you this $20. Give it to me.
Sure.
I'm glad to hear you're in recovery now. I'll praise you for that.
I do more than that. I go to Boys and Girls Club, talk. I go back to the prison and talk to inmates. I do all of this stuff that I should have done then.
See? All right, tell me what happened here with the breach of contract.
The breach of contract was with our son, Junior. He was underage at the time. He ended up getting into a little trouble. Got caught with, he had a good job, got caught with joint.
A joint?
Yes.
How long ago?
He got, this was back in early 2018. Junior, he had a scholarship. He was going to TVS college and everything. He was All-American, All-State football player. And so we agreed that he wasn't going to get caught up in the system. So, and I told, hey, let's split his fees. he agreed with this and had the text message, have everything from him. He said he didn't have the money at the time. I said, well, we'll split the fees. And he promised, say, well, as soon as I finish this job, I would, put my portion back. And
what was
agreed.
his portion? Obviously, it was $2,138.
His portion was 1,100. Well, it was.
Okay, and the rest is emotional distress.
Yes, sir.
And that distress is associated with this?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think you deserve a judgment for failure to pay his bill?
Because he's already $55,000 in the hole of child support. When they first started taking child support out of him,
He owed
he quit his
$55,000.
job. The first time they took child support, he knew.
When
he
was
always
that?
Back in 2006.
Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and she claims he physically abused her every day of their marriage.
So, tell me about your share. She says
Okay.
you agreed to pay
My share.
a share and you didn't.
No. My son went to jail. He had more than a joint. My son had 3 bags of weed. We said we would help him. What I told her was,
How
look,
much was his bail?
how much was I don't remember how much the bill was.
Nobody remembers the bail?
His bail was $550.
When
Go
we got him
ahead.
out of jail, I said we would help him. But I said, I own a construction company now, and I help ex-offenders when they come home. I said, our son can work in my company, and when he get paid, I would give you your money from his checks. I said, that's how you would get repaid, because he has to pay me back too. On top of this, he had to get a lawyer. So we started about splitting fees, we had to get a lawyer. I got the lawyer. She offered nothing on the $3,000 that the lawyer cost. But we got him out. She got him out. His fines and court costs, because he had actual tickets that he didn't pay. My son came to work for me for 2 days and stopped.
Why?
Because his mama coddles him.
Yep.
Every time he does something, she babies him.
Yep.
So he gets an apartment. He can't pay the bill. She calls me, well, let's pay his rent or let's pay his light bill. No, I'm not doing it. Because one, when I went to jail, didn't nobody bail me out.
Yep.
When I got on my own, ain't nobody giving me money to do X, Y, and Z. But every time something happens with our son, she bails him out.
Your counterclaim, how does she owe you, sir?
Because during this course of this incident, when she decided to sue, we have, like I said, when I met her, 92, she had a 4-month-old daughter. I helped her raise this child from day one.
Okay, so you want money for helping to raise her child?
No.
What is it?
So
The
what she's
emotional
doing now with my
distress.
kids, she's trying to manipulate. Well, that's not your daddy. Whenever she gets mad at me, she tries to tear me and my kids apart.
I'm not giving you emotional distress. That happens all the time. Now, why did your son quit after 2 days? Did he tell you? What did he say?
Oh, he was tired. He didn't get any rest.
Did he tell you why he quit?
No, sir.
He did not?
He did not quit. The reason why he quit, he didn't quit.
You just said he did, and then
No.
you said the reason he didn't.
He didn't quit. He said that his dad does not pay him. Even my son-in-law said that senior do not pay them.
How many days did he work without being paid?
A whole week, sir.
Okay, and then what happened? He quit?
No, he just did not. He did not. He
He
worked.
just stopped going to work.
Yes.
That's called quitting.
No.
Your claim is dismissed, ma'am. I'm with him. I believe he agreed to pay by hiring your son, and he says your son quit 2 days after. Your only defense is that he quit 5 days after. Have a good day. That's my judgment. Your claim is dismissed, too.
You know you.
Oh, I'm not going to do this with
That's
her.
why I
'Cause
got
this is what she do.
You-
And then she try to make everybody feel sorry for like she hasn't
Our
done anything
son,
wrong.
You know
I
he
tell
worked
the
more
truth.
than that.
You gotta tell
Where's
the
my
truth.
money?
Tell the truth.
Where
Get it
about the
from
money?
your son.